Hello everyone, we're here again for a market update on the rental market and the sales market in the northern beaches of Perth. And the market is changing. It's very dynamic at the moment. There's lots of questions that people are firing at us. So what happened last month is very different to what's going on this month. It's turned, probably the quickest turn in property I've seen ever, I think. So we've got Holly here joining us to answer some questions that we're getting fired. So welcome, Holly.
Thank you.
Holly is our team leader of the property management team, and as always, we're joined by Shantell Kupsch, Investor Services. So take it away, Shantell. You've got some questions coming from our clients.
I've got some burning questions that obviously we'd like answered, Holly. So I've just received my lease renewal and it's gone up $70. Can my agent do that?
Yes, technically they can. So with the market increasing the way that it has, obviously rents are going up, and as we renegotiate lease agreements, we're renegotiating a lot of the terms. So dates and also rental increases, appropriate notices still need to be handed out, but short answer, yes they can.
So Holly, this is a popular question. The house I'm living in has gone on the market and the landlord has asked me to move out. Where do I stand?
Okay, so there are a lot of different scenarios with this one. So if we are on a periodical lease, then yes, a notice can be handed out to vacate the premises. However, if we are looking at a fixed term lease agreement, that's generally a binding contract. So the expiry term is set and you can't be asked to vacate prior to that date. However, everything is negotiable, so if the house has technically sold or is under offer, then you can always negotiate between the landlord, the purchaser and the tenant as well to potentially all, agree on a date to end the lease early.
And that's the thing too, the sales representative will say that it's tenanted and it may appeal to investors, not necessarily home occupiers.
Exactly right.
So just to clarify, so if a tenant's living in there, the property sells, they do not have to move out if they've got a fixed term tenancy agreement?
Yes, exactly.
Until the lease expiry?
Yep, exactly right.
And that's where communication comes into play.
Definitely.
Awesome. And another one which in the last 18 months we have experienced. I can't afford the new rental amount. What are my options? And from the landlord's point of view, I want to increase my rent, but my tenants can't afford it. What are my options?
Okay, so this one we have definitely come across quite often in the recent market changes. It's all negotiation. So let your landlord know, have a chat through. It may be that we can't go to that, let's say it is $50. If the tenant can only afford $25, then maybe we increase to $25 and then work again $25 again at a later term. It's just all of the communication, and unfortunately, ultimately at the end of the day, if you can't afford it, then it may be best to move on to another property that suits your affordability.
So that's why we like good tenants. So we encourage our landlords to keep a good tenant, don't we? Because it's
better the devil, as they say.
Right.
Yes,
We've
definitely.
got some fantastic tenants, and we do tell our landlords to hold on to them, even if they could have got a little bit more, but work with the tenant, and I think it's better for everyone in the long run.
Exactly right. It is really all communication and negotiation as well. And exactly like you said, if you've got a good tenant, you've got a good landlord, that relationship is there. It's better to work within that relationship than to end it and, go either way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't pan out very positive.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Awesome. Andrew, I know you'll love this question. Why are rents going up so high, and why are landlords agents allowing this?
Well, that's a very good question, and we were just talking earlier about the market changing. So Shantell, you told me that the vacancy rate has gone up to 1.9, is it?
8, I believe.
1.8, so it was only 0.8 not long ago, so that is a massive shift in the market. So rents are going up, but we'll probably see that stabilise with those sort of numbers coming through. But why has it gone up? That's the question I think we're getting asked up until this point, and who knows, it might keep going up. Look, I think it's the sales market is influencing the rental market. So sales in Perth, I don't think that investors have confidence in the Perth market, even though we've had a really good run for the last year. But you look at what's happening in Sydney, Melbourne, etc., Perth is still lagging behind. So investors from outside of Perth are not coming in investing, so that affects the number of rentals that are available. So people are not only not investing, but then they haven't got the confidence to buy a property, so they're renting, so it just puts more pressure on the market. So that's probably what's driving it. Plus, we've got a lot of people coming over here because it's such an awesome place to be. It's pretty safe, and we're going all right over in Perth. So I think all those factors are driving it. But watch that space. I think it will change pretty quickly.
It's one of those things too, Andrew, I think, because you've been in the industry such a long time. We see it, don't we? It goes round and round, and we see certain markets, then it shifts and then it goes back. So there are trends involved as well, depending on economy and so on.
And whatever happens here seems to be the opposite of what's going on over east as well.
Yeah, always.
Excellent. Well, we hope we've answered those burning questions that we do know that is happening out there. But keep in mind, if you do have these questions, try to stay away from keyboard warriors and just ring your agent. Even ring another agency if you're a bit confused and you don't want to approach your own agency. We're all here to help. We're all in it together, and we'd love to help to make sure the industry is understood.
Well done.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
See you next time.
See ya.